seconds in. Ball swooped into the 6-yard box and Sergio Ramos rising to meet it. Settled and blasted. Ball bound by Escudero.
Oh, what a great start this is.
Today.
Yeah, the left back here strikes it with so much pace. It is central. If that had been 21 of either side of the goalpost, I think it would have...
Correa. Sarabia's crossed into the danger zone. It's made its way through. It looks to be an own goal on Danilo. And Sevilla have one back. It's Sevilla 1, Real Madrid 0. 3-1 on the aggregate.
That's a sensational ball out wide. Pablo Sarabia is the one who whips it, and he sees his target at the far post. And it was Iborra, and Danilo just had to get in the way. Was the only Real Madrid defender in front of Iborra, and it all goes so terribly wrong. It's a diving header into his own net. Well, when you take a look at the second replay, it's difficult to think or try to figure out what Danilo's trying.
Benefited. Okay, allowed to continue here. Asensio finds the keeper off his line. It's parried by Soria. He does have range. Young Real Madrid midfielder Marco Asensio.
And nearly from a standstill position. How well does Asensio strike this ball out?
Well, first touch from Mariano, but he's just getting away. Soria has to come off his line.
Oh.
And so nearly a circus goal for Mariano.
Have to applaud, though, the aggressive nature of Mariano continuing on the play right here. Puts in a real shift to try to get there before Soria, and that wasn't that far off from being in one of the most bizarre goals that clanks off his shin in the end.
Iborra. Ben Yedder has help on the way. Ben Yedder takes it himself. Casilla.
We're finally to the first team after scoring 27 goals.
Played it quickly. Luciano Vieto. And he's allowed it on Diano Mayenko. Ben Yedder! It's 3 fine saves from Kiko Casilla.
Why rush?
Cross measuring up, lead off by Moriano. Cross! And Toni Kroos did not miss by much. Left-footed effort just wide of the right post.
I probably would have wanted that on his other foot, to be honest, but that was a great touch from Mariano again. Mariano's really done well linking up with his midfielders.
Marcelo inside the 18, crossed across the grain. It could fall for Mariano. He's blasted it over.
Absolutely just tried driving this ball through, but in the end he cuts through it. Bounces out to him pretty well, and he just catches.
Yeah, and Asensio starts to counter. Skips his way past Kraneviter. It's Asensio out in front of his marker. Luciano Vieto sprinting back. Asensio from behind. Asensio! And he's found the back of the net. 48 minutes in. That could be the goal that kills off Sevilla. It's Sevilla 1, Real Madrid 1.
Absolutely world class here from Marco Asensio. Goes the length of the pitch on his own, but look at this touch right here. The defender commits. It's Kraneviter thinking that he was going to snuff out the run of Asensio. Have to credit Vieto for running the length of the pitch to catch up with Asensio, but in the end...
Jovetic. Sarabia's cross. Ben Yedder! Ben Yedder. Lancing header that's just off the mark.
Sarabia's been delivering pearls all day, whether it's from the right or the left flank. His crossing ability today has been so pinpoint.
Solari and Raul on the score sheet. More on that in a moment. Here's Danilo. The cross to Alvaro Morata from inside the 18. And for placement rather than power.
He just let himself down the way he settled it. Andres left the ball a bit behind him.
Sarabia deals with it. Toni Kroos kept it down this time, parried wide by Soria. And that's more like the Toni Kroos chances we normally see.
Yep, finally gets it on that right foot, going purely for power. That's exactly the kind of goals he usually scores. Hits it on the volley. Took it so many times when he's being pressured. Seems so cool on the ball.
Here's Danilo, squeezes it through. It's an important touch from Adil Rami.
Nearly. An own goal, so I would have seen own goals from both sides. Look at how close this was from Adil Rami, who I knew he had to get a boot in the way, but really puts it into that near post. Goalkeeper was central, would have been beaten.
Like Carvajal. Nacho actually goes to ground. A chance from distance. Under the post is Escudero, and they go from a long way out.
Another one of Sevilla's better performers, Escudero. Even though it is a back four, he doesn't care about the added defensive responsibility. Nothing to
Shown from Vitolo. Sarabia. Vitolo. Line for Samir Nasri. Has Ben Yedder alongside. Look toward Ben Yedder as he onside. Ball in inside the 60. Ball up, puts it back in. The flag stays down. Sevilla 3, Real Madrid 1.
And Sevilla believe once again. Nasri, the patience here. Everyone thought Nasri right this second was going to just cut it back inside. Instead he sees Ben Yedder onside. He's being kept on by Nacho, the last defender for Real Madrid. That is a great disguise by Nasri, going with the pass that no one expected to set up the goal. And then at the near post, Ibarra, who's been getting forward so often, using that big physique to muscle.
Back toward Casemiro. Casemiro has options. A bump from behind. Luciano Mayenko spots it, and it's a penalty for Real Madrid. Madrid's defensive midfielder causing some attacking havoc, and he's
a lot of confusion. It didn't seem in lifetime like there was enough contact. Was there? Yeah, the push-up. You see the arm extended there from Craneviter as he's pushing off right there. It's that motion, the push-off. It's very slight. I think Casemiro.
3 times the hero for Real Madrid. From 12 paces out, it's Ramos, and he's chipped it. Soria fooled. Real Madrid 2, and they're surely now going through to the quarterfinals. 6 goals in all competitions for Sergio.
It's been on the end of goals that have won Real Madrid the most important trophies. And of course he'd go with the most confident and audacious of penalties, the Panenka to him.
Nasri's delivery. On target, carried away by Casilla, was Jovetic again creating the danger. And the ground,
he had to shift over as he was in a central position. Look right there, that's the best.
Taken quickly for Sarabia. Delivered back post and off the post. Ball still in play on Sevilla's Copa del Rey campaign.
And the ball from Sarabia causing all sorts of havoc. It was the young Frenchman Longley.
Benzema making his way forward. Benzema trying to slalom his way through. Oh. It's an equalizer for Real Madrid in the 93rd minute. It's Karim Benzema, and it may well be
without defeat, historic. And the build-up, more than the goal itself, is what leaves everyone absolutely mind-boggled. Look at this, 2 consecutive back heels set up Benzema, and then he goes on this whirling solo effort. The deflection helps Benzema as it puts it at the near post. But the back heel from Benzema, the back heel from Marcelo, absolutely tremendous, the build-up. And then a little bit of lady luck going Real Madrid's way. They've gone so long for this record in Spanish football. And that